Welcome to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive. If you're keen to get right to the heart of Springbok news and, proper analysis, make sure you're subscribed to Rugby Obsession.
Definitely worth doing.
So today, we're diving into some pretty interesting news. The referee appointments for the Springboks' upcoming international season.
Yeah, and there's a key one right at the start. For that opening test against Italy in Pretoria, Saturday, July 5th, it's Scotland's Hollie Davidson with the whistle.
Hollie Davidson. Okay, that name definitely rings a bell.
It should. She made history last year, didn't she?
Yeah, that's right. The Portugal test.
Exactly. Bloemfontein, first female referee for a Bokke test. So this is entirely new territory for her with a box, which, adds an interesting layer to this Italy game.
Yeah, that prior experience, that familiarity,
Mm-hmm.
it could certainly be a factor. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first Italy test. What about the other appointments for July?
Right. So for the second test against Italy, that's July 12th down in Jiggerburho.
Yeah.
We've got Andrew Brace from Ireland.
Okay, Brace.
And then wrapping up July, the Georgia match on the 19th in Nelspruit, Matthew Carley from England gets that one.
Carley. Right. So Davidson, Brace, Carley, a decent lineup of experienced international refs.
Yeah, definitely. World Rugby's confirmed them all, along with the officials for the Lions tour in Australia as well.
Good stuff. Now, thinking about other officials, TMOs, FPROs, any South African names popping up there? Especially maybe for that Lions tour.
Yes, absolutely. And it's good to see Marius Jonker and Marius van der Westhuizen.
Ah, the two Mariases.
The very same. Yeah, both highly respected, obviously.
Yeah.
They've got TMO and FPRO roles for the Australia versus Lions series.
Right. The TMO television match official and FPRO foul play review official. Just quick reminders for anyone needing them. Crucial roles.
Hugely important. And Jonker, specifically, looks like he's got a fair bit on his plate.
Oh, yeah. What's his schedule like?
Well, he's down as the FPRO for the second Lions test in Melbourne. And then he swaps to TMO for the third test in Sydney. Plus, he's also TMO for Samoa versus Scotland just before that series really kicks off.
Busy man. Shows the high regard he's held in. Definitely.
No doubt.
And didn't I see some SA representation in the assistant referee appointments for other games too?
You did, yeah. Morne Ferreira, he's actually refereeing USA versus Spain himself.
Right.
But he's also running the line as an AR for Namibia versus Italy in Windhoek.
Okay. Namibia, Italy.
And also for USA versus England over in Washington, D.C.
Okay. Quite a bit of travel for him. Anyone else?
Amy Barrett-Theron. She's got an AR appointment for that same Namibia versus Italy game in Windhoek.
Ah, good. So good representation across the board then.
Yeah, it's positive to see. Good depth in SA officiating.
Absolutely. And if you're enjoying this sort of deep dive into the details, the officiating, the schedules, make sure you hit subscribe on Rugby Obsession. Keep up with all of it.
Definitely the place to be.
Okay, so just to keep everyone up to speed, can we quickly recap the Boks' actual July fixtures, dates and places?
Sure thing. So it kicks off Saturday, July 5th. That's Italy at Loftus Versfeld in Pretoria.
Loftus, okay.
Then the next Saturday, July 12th, it's Italy again, but down at Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium in Jayburha.
Right, PE.
And the final one for July is Saturday the 19th against Georgia at Mbombela Stadium in Nelspruit.
Nelspruit. Okay, so Pretoria, Jayburha, Nelspruit, Italy, Georgia. Got it. A busy start to the international season.
A really compelling trio of matches to get things going.
And it doesn't really let up after July either, does it? The calendar looks pretty packed.
Oh, it's stacked, yeah. You've got the Rugby Championship coming up later, August, September. The usual suspects, Australia, New Zealand, Argentina, always massive games.
Always.
And then, of course, the end-of-year tour in November. Wales, France, Ireland are on the cards.
Big Northern Hemisphere tests.
Exactly. And there's talk SA Rugby is working on adding maybe 2 more tests, possibly against Japan and Portugal.
Oh, interesting. So potentially a very, very full year.
A very full year indeed. That's a Rugby.
So we've got the refs sorted for July. We know the opponents. What are your sort of initial thoughts on these opening games, Italy and Georgia?
Well, look, they're crucial, aren't they? It's the first chance for the team to blow out the cobwebs, build some combinations, test things out.
Yeah, build momentum.
Exactly. Build momentum before hitting the Rugby Championship. Italy and Georgia, they offer different challenges, different styles of play. It's a good way to sort of fine-tune things.
Yeah, makes sense. Get some different looks before those huge clashes later on.
Precisely. The insights gained will be really valuable.
Right. Now, the article we looked at, it threw out a question to the fans, which I liked. How many games do you think the Boks will win? That's across the whole season, I guess, but maybe focusing on July for now.
It's a great question, yeah. Gets the debate going.
It does. So we'd love to hear what you listening think. How many wins for the Bucks in July? Or across the whole potential season? Let us know. Leave a comment or send a WhatsApp message to 060-011-0211.
Yeah, definitely share your predictions. Always interesting to see the range of opinions out there. Italy twice, Georgia. What are people expecting? 3 from 3?
Could be. It'll be fascinating to see how it unfolds.
Okay, well, hopefully this deep dive has given everyone a good handle on the referee situation for July and the schedule ahead for the Springboks.
Yeah, understanding who's officiating and the context of the matches, it just adds another layer to watching the game, doesn't it?
It really does. Don't forget, if you want more of this kind of in-depth discussion, subscribe to Rugby Obsession.
Absolutely. We'll be tracking everything as the season progresses. Lots more to talk about.
Indeed. Thank you for listening to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive.
Cheers.
We look forward to you joining us for our next episode.